Go.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Dragonfield. We're back in Florida, baby.
Final day.
Sorry about that.
I'm like, Aisha, go, or else I'll have to sing the intro.
Do you sing?
Yeah, I'm a former recording artist.
Oh, yeah, duh, of course. Well, you don't sing, but Ricky Roxford sings.
Yeah. Yeah, I can sing. I can't like really sing, but let's say that like a song was playing and then I sung over the song. You'd be like, oh well, you maybe can sing, but then like you pause the song and then it's just me. Like, oh, you can't like hold it by yourself. But like I'd be a really good backup singer.
That's good.
Yeah.
Are you sweating right now?
Okay, you don't put me on blast. Like, we're fresh out the pool. We got a good elliptical session in. Sweat out all of yesterday. Hopped in the pool. Toweled off, and now we're here. I ordered you a coffee.
You.
Ordered you a coffee and a green juice. I hope you like it.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. Want to say thank you for everything you do for me.
It's like such distraction because you did have yet to think of me.
That's not true. I had yet to think of you. I bring you a piece of gum every single day
that is true.
for the track.
You do bring me a piece of gum. But
without you asking.
That's true.
And I bring just single pieces of gum. I don't have a pack of gum on me. I'm chewing a piece when we get down to the lobby, and then I say, "You want this piece? I brought you a piece."
That's true.
Okay. Well,
I take it back.
Yeah.
I take it back. Big update. Mac asked me this morning if I want a coffee. So he is getting coffee and green juice for us.
Oh, that was Mac. You're right.
That was Mac.
Yeah. Not me.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
I feel
I thought it might have been me.
I feel really happy.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
I think that. Oh, okay. Was it me or was it?
No,
it wasn't
you.
me. Okay.
No.
No.
It was not you.
Okay. Yeah, Max saying. Okay, Max saying maybe it was me. Okay, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It was Mac. It was Mac.
Okay. Honestly, tomato. You're getting your coffee.
Yeah.
And do you have we got you a green juice. Yeah. I think you're gonna like the green juice. It's the same as last time.
You were doing cannonballs in the pool. Just having a great time. And then Max said very thoughtfully.
You were in the pool too. I
"Hey."
cannonballed in and said, "Do you want anything?"
Nice try.
Anyway.
How are you feeling today?
I feel pretty good. Would you call it a late night last night?
I would say last night was a little late.
A little late, yeah. It was slightly late. It's fun because after the meet, you're all fired up.
Fired up.
You get back to the meet hotel. Everyone's in a good mood. Everyone's having fun. You know, you're having dinner and drinks at like 10:30.
Yeah.
And then we got pulled into the library. Not a regular library.
Not this type of library.
The
you're
Tequila
thinking of.
Library.
The Tequila
It's
Library.
a bar in the hotel called the Tequila Library. And
we learned.
They're like, "You want to go to the library?" I'm like, "Oh, I actually got a book that I'm working my way through." And they're like, "No, it's actually more of an agave book, and this one's a fiery one." And we're like, "Okay," so that we hit the library at 12:30, and then
To be fair,
me and Mac were just chatting all night.
Were you really?
We turn the lights off, and I'm like, "Are you awake?" And Mac's like, "No, I'm trying to go to bed." I'm like, "Okay." And we were just giggling all night.
Were you really?
Not all night, but there's a lot of there's a lot of there's a lot of like sleepover type boy sleepover energy. Lights are off. We're laughing. It was fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That makes me really happy, and also like a little bit of FOMO. Or whoa.
What were we laughing about?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we're just talking a lot. Who knows what? I can't remember anything we're saying. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm like, I don't know if I can like do another late. I woke up and I was the Mac. I'm like, I might take tonight off. But now that now I got you a coffee, I got you a green juice, and I sweated out. Paul's here to the rescue.
Oh my gosh! Wow! Oh, look at how much juice we got
today. Each day is more juice.
They didn't have any cold brew, so
they didn't have cold brew.
Oh, great!
My God. I hope you're okay with that.
I was like, I don't know if that's the same thing or not.
Oh my! No, you know what? I'll go back and I'll make you a cold brew. You want a cold brew? You'll get a cold brew.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Wow, this is incrwell, I bet she poured the hot espresso over ice, and then.
That's not okay for my baby.
What baby wants, baby gets.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Let's try it. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the last day to a great Grand Slam.
This is a great Grand Slam. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yesterday was really fun. A lot of energy at the track. We were in the content creator zone, so
each day has been better at the track. Like,
don't you think yesterday we could hear the energy more? Like,
the stands were full, and it's a much smaller stadium than Kingston, like way smaller, and so I don't know like necessarily like the attendance compared to Kingston, but since it is smaller, it just feels like there's more of the energy is like right there on the track. It's not like dissipated throughout a big stadium.
Right. There were probably more humans in Kingston.
Yeah, probably.
But the effect, I mean, they were very, very, very loud.
Yeah, it's like it's like the Armory indoor track. It's like everyone's right on top of you, so it feels like there's a lot more people than there actually are. But no, great energy. The races have been fantastic. Today we got nothing but finals, so I would expect more. Like, it's probably going to be even better. So, yeah, no, I'm fired up. I got
fired up.
I got like 15 ounces of green juice.
We have
now.
do you know
what's
drinks.
in the juice?
Green.
Oh, green.
No cucumber.
No cucumber. No cucumber. No cold. No. Yeah.
No cucumber. No cold brew. Yeah, that's tough.
This hotel is like the needs of these athletes is ridiculous. All they want, they're drinking so much coffee.
Oh, taste that.
Whoa. I'm like, are we back at the tequila library?
That does not go down as smooth as the tequila last night.
What the? This is just lime juice. I'm like, no. Is this the effect that just minus the cucumber has?
Holy!
It's missing a few things.
I feel like I got electrocuted in my mouth.
What the?
Let's try it again.
My stomach's like, okay, I guess a little bit less. Oh, let's add more acid. More acidity would be great. They're back in the kitchen and they're like, Paul's like, three green juices, please. And they're like, oh yeah, coming right up. It's like, we have literally nothing back here.
We have lime juice.
We have lime. We have just lemon and lime juice, and we'll just add a little food coloring in there. And who gives a shit?
I'm almost positive this
Pump
is
it out.
Lime juice and parsley.
Yeah,
like
no,
there can't be anything else in here. Try it again.
Yeah, no, it's a lot different. Yeah, it's tart. That's tart. That's tart. It's missing basically every single thing that was in it the past couple of days. They sent it out from the kitchen and they're like, I mean, that's not right. I don't know what I made.
Or maybe they're mad at us for last night.
I'd be mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, we wanted to go home 90 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be mad.
Like, I'm going to get these guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to get them back.
They're like, we come in an hour before, like right before the kitchen closes. We're like, well, I'm going to do 3 orders of the short ribs and the 24-hour braised things. And they're like, okay.
Here's 7 people. They want 15 margaritas, 3 buckets of Bud.
We weren't playing around. But yeah, okay. Well, sorry about your green juice.
It's okay.
I'll get you something different later. Fuck, I'm so sorry about that, Aisha. Fuck, I'm so sorry.
I kind of want to keep drinking it though, because I feel
I'll drink. I'll finish it.
Because of the pain, it has to be good for me.
No, it's not. Do you honestly think 16 ounces of just lemon juice is good for you? It's not. Your stomach's like begging you, don't drink the rest of it. We're already in a world of pain from last night. They're like, you know what? Your stomach's like, oh, you know, actually would be good? A 48-hour fast.
Yeah. How about just some water?
And you're like, how about coffee and lemon juice? We'll have a water at the end of we'll have a water come Tuesday.
It tastes like you just brush your teeth.
Uh-huh.
And then you drink like some Noon or some Gatorade or something. Like
drink Noon?
Like
a high noon?
I've never had a high noon right after
after
I brush my teeth, but like a some sort of electrolyte drink.
Yeah.
You know that feeling where you're like, this is not a good
combo. I shouldn't have done this. I should have waited like a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
So about the track.
So yeah, let's see what are you off the top of your head, what are you excited for?
Well, I'm excited for the women's 8. I'm excited for the men's 5K jog fest.
I actually am excited for it. I want a 16-minute men's 5K. If they go sub 20, I'll be pissed.
Could you imagine?
I could see it going. I
think
slow.
Kyle's head would fall off.
Each slam, they just get slower and slower and slower. He's like, oh yeah, they'll get once they get fitter and they learn the tactics. It's like no, it's just gonna go the opposite way. Yeah.
I'm also excited about the women's long hurdles 400.
Yep. Sydney McLaughlin, Lavroni's star of the show.
We want to see Anna Hall.
Oh yeah, I think she'll do really well today.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for it all. I think the short distance women's is going to be really good. Excited to see if Nikki can pull off a big one. Also, would love to see Mary Moraa kind of have somewhat of a better day. But I'm fans of her. Like obviously, I trained with Jess Hall for a while. Love her, Emily Mackay. They're all like really talented 800-meter runners too. So it's so let's see who. So Hailu won.
Yeah,
the
and
15
we got to see
yesterday.
a little personality of hers coming across the line, which was fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, she was fired up.
Yeah, she seems fun. She's a strength-based 1500 runner. She's run 8:19 for the 3K.
And we talked like she doesn't have a 800-meter PR.
We couldn't find one on the World Athletics site. Chris seems to think she's run 158 maybe 4 years ago, but not a lot of 800s in the recent past. So that will be exciting.
Yeah, that'll be really. That's first.
It's first. We can't be late.
Okay, 3:42. So I think we can take the 2:00 shuttle.
Okay.
We were talking about which shuttle to take, and you were like, "Oh, let's just get the." You're like, "It'll work out."
Yeah,
it's always worked out.
It's always gonna work out.
Oh God, are you kidding? It's been this long in the show, and I had stuff on my face.
No, it's just like beads of sweat, and I'm concerned.
Excuse me, it's like 90 degrees in Fort Lauderdale. I just got out the pool. There's a little bit of moisture on my face. Drink your lemon juice. Let's have a good day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just worried that.
Oh my God! Hold on. I had a little bit of sweat.
It wasn't. It was like you'd eaten something extremely spicy.
I'm drinking lemon juice.
Broke out in sweat and didn't wipe it off. It was concerning to me.
Thanks for having my back.
I got you.
What else do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about yesterday. I want to talk about our time in the creator zone.
Okay.
I want to talk about our union.
There's a period where I kept forgetting because I was in charge of the. Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to. I'm wrapped up in towel on the lower half, so I'm trying to get out of it. Okay, we're good. I was in charge of pressing record on the camera.
And almost
And
missed the record every time.
And I was very worried when we got back to the hotel that it was like, you didn't record a single thing. And I was like, yep. I did think that was going to happen, yep. So good to hear from Mac that I haven't, that wasn't an issue yet. You cut me out of all the frames, stole all the glory. What else happened in the creator zone?
Could you imagine?
Yeah, I could.
If nothing was recorded and all those athletes gave us their time and their thoughts.
Yeah.
There's just nothing.
And I'm like, oh, yep, I forgot to hit record.
Just like our dumb faces just being like, oh, oops.
or no, like the only time, so it's like I thought I was recording and I would hit record and stop, but the only things I was recording was the things in between the interviews.
And us just sitting watching the TV with our mouths open like.
Yeah. Just nervous. I'm like, should we try and get them? Should we try and get Kenny Bednar? Like, no, he doesn't want to talk to us. Okay. It's this video of us getting rejected by Kenny. That's all we got. Hey, Ken. Oh, okay.
Yeah, later. Next
Maybe
time.
Tomorrow. Okay.
And he's like, these twerps over here. Who let these guys in?
Hey, Kenny, would you? Okay, no, not today. Oh, maybe tomorrow. Okay, yeah, totally. Great race today. Good luck tomorrow. I'm like, fuck. I sound like an idiot. I sounded so desperate in front of Kenny. We forgot to record the sweetest interview with Marco. I'm like, oh, we just started. It'd be so good too, like to see it. Cut. It's like, okay, cut to Marco's getting up.
And we just turned to each other, we're like, he's the sweetest.
She's so nice,
He's so nice. He's so nice.
He's so handsome.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So yeah, no, good. It was good in the creator zone.
We did hit record. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good. It was good. We had a good time.
It is tough. It's not tough, but because all the races are happening. And you're trying to get the people from the last race. You can't see. You're 10 feet from the track, but we didn't actually watch any.
No,
we're not watching it live. I mean, we're watching it live, but we're not actually watching the track.
No, we're watching a TV that's 5 seconds delayed.
Yeah.
So we can hear the cheering. We know something exciting is happening, and then we see it. We also scrub to find the race. And we have no idea who's coming out next. So that's that. Your record. I'm find the race. People are coming in and out of order. It's tough for us back there.
I do think they should in the future. There needs to be some sort of staggering, because some events, because they go from the official mix zone, right? Then come to the content creator zone, and some of the events are coming out at the same time, so we'll be missing events. Get it? You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, and you're totally right. Maybe if they had a time limit in the mix zone or something, or if there was a board, because they have their chips. Well, I don't know. If there was a board that could track who's where, who's coming down the pipe. And then we can queue up their race.
We're tracking.
We're tracking them.
You want them tracked. You want a find my location, find my friends for all of them.
So if all the athletes could just share their location.
Hey, Kenny, you mind if we put an air tag on you?
We're not going to follow you home or anything.
Yeah. We need air tags on all you guys if you don't mind.
Yeah. It's not a big deal. We won't look all the time.
You can take it off once you leave the content creator zone, but we need to know where you are up until you get there.
Yeah.
These are just ideas we're mulling over. We don't,
Also, can we talk about your new shirt?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can talk about it. Fresh out of t-shirts. I packed mostly pants, and all I've got now are a couple flannels and some sweatshirts, and we've been working out and we've been sweating a lot, and so I was like, Mac, we need more I need some shirts. We were at the race yesterday, and we hit the Grand Slam merch section. Picked up this tank. You guys actually forced me into a tank. I was like, oh, let's get some t-shirts. You're like, no. show it off. If there's a crop top, you would have forced me in that.
Yeah. Smoke them if you got them. Like, these are public good now.
They're public?
Yeah. Like, you can't, like...
You can't put on 60 pounds of muscle
and then not show the world. Like, this is like our party trick. It's like, we'll check out Eric's muscles.
It's funny because everyone, I come to the meets and people be like, Jesus Christ. Like, they're like, dude, you got to start running again, man. You're fucking huge. You look fat as hell. They'd be like a couple miles, mix in a couple miles. Because I think people oftentimes they retire from running and then they want to still, it's like, oh, you know, like I'm trying to maintain like a runner physique. And it's like, why? Why? It's like, why? It's like, you think I wanted to be 130 pound
soaking wet
man walking around the world? Oh. There's lizards all over the place. You just saw a lizard eating another lizard.
Yeah, we saw a serious National Geographic situation, like a cannibal lizard just eating another lizard. It was sick. I got on video. It
was sick. Kind of gruesome. Right under our right next to us. R.I.P. to that lizard. And you remember you were commenting on the lizard. You're like, that. You said, I remember it. You go, that lizard looks wet. And Mac was like, what do you mean wet? And then you're like, oh, look again. And then it was just being devoured by another lizard.
Yeah, it was the other lizard's spit.
You were like, yeah. It was wet because it was just in the belly of another lizard, got out for a second, and then got back in. It was like Godzilla on like a much smaller level.
I'm not going to name names here, but one of my friends who was a very good 800-meter runner had a visualization technique where she looked at photos of animals in the animal kingdom attacking each other before she raced. To like prepare her mind for battle. She would look at like a lion like biting another animal to like cue the destroyer mindset. What do you think about that?
I mean, everyone's got their thing. I don't necessarily know like that. I don't really get it in terms of like, it's not like you're doing that. Like, it'd be one thing if like, if you were going into like, actually, let's say it was like, oh, I'm going in to try and eat another human. Destroy. Yeah, but like you're going in to run. It's not like you're actually going in to destroy. Like a lion, ripping a hyena's head off isn't like a women's 800 meters.
But
or a men's. But like, it's just a lot different. I would say drastically different. I totally get the mindset of being like, you're fired up for the race.
Fired up for the race.
For a race, the thing, what I didn't get, I was never had to get fired up. I had to calm down.
That's true.
It was like I was already too fired up.
Yeah, for the 10K, you can't just be roaring off the line.
Yeah, I'm like talking to Paul Chalima on the line. I'm like, I've been watching lions rip each other's heads off on YouTube for the last hour and a half. I'm so fired up.
But if you had to get off the line against like David Rudisha, you might need to look at some of that imagery.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, like, what was your pre-race thing?
I listen to music.
Okay, but did you ever
I wasn't looking at like animal dismemberment.
But did you ever watch you ever watch races? Like, what's a race that got you fired up that you watched before?
Craig Mottram, Commonwealth Games.
A classic, yeah.
Versus Augustine Chogi.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, that was a good one. So it was like you watch race. Yeah, it's like, would you watch that before every race, or you'd watch it a lot?
I'd watch it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the first time I saw him in the wild, I was like, I don't get.
When you saw Craig Mottram in the wild?
Yeah. Like I don't really get.
He's just biting a lion's head off.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was. I don't get like starstruck necessarily, but for whatever reason.
When you saw the big Mazunga,
the big Mazunga, I was like, whoa, there he is.
God. Yeah.
And I really, I couldn't even bring myself to like go say hi. Like he really inspired my Commonwealth win.
Yeah.
I really thought about it a lot. And I couldn't introduce myself.
Have you ever met him?
No.
Ah.
I have never met him. Mac is it's like what? Like
yeah. I'm like, he's probably here.
Yeah,
like go say hi.
Yeah, like very good friends with Olympic medalists and other great athletes, but for whatever reason, I can't bring myself.
Yeah, you just can't. The big Mazunga.
The big Mazunga. He's just in another stratosphere to me.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you watch these races.
Mottram's also like, talk about aura. He really had he really had aura. Seemed like he was I don't necessarily want to say like ahead of his time, but he like had a ton of personality.
Before social
ton of
media.
swag before social media.
Yeah.
He would have loved the slam.
He would have been slamming.
He would have loved the slam.
He would have been slamming hard.
Mottram wasn't really a sit and kick guy. Like, okay, let's get back. So for the men's 5K tonight, Big Mazunga would have stretched that thing out.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm not going to let Grant Fisher do too much sitting around anymore.
No.
I'm going to run a hard last mile at least, right in the front, stretching it out.
Yeah.
He wasn't. I mean, he obviously had some good closes, but he wasn't necessarily known for
waiting around.
Yeah, like was he? Was he the same era as say Haile Gebrselassie?
Yeah.
Have they raced each other? They overlapped.
Yeah.
Because I was like, actually, I think there was a race where Gebrselassie outkicked Mottram. Like Mottram, maybe that's not right.
I think one of the finals where Mottram tripped.
Was it? Yeah. Okay. So they did.
We need to go back and watch the tape.
Yeah.
Do you have races that you watched?
Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. Some races I loved. I loved Mo Farah 2013 Daegu 5K.
Oh, that was pretty sick.
I loved that. I like not even just so like the race was good, but I love the backstory of the race. Like he would because he was slated. Or not 2013, 2011. 2011.
Yeah.
Because right before London.
Yeah.
And because there was so much hype around him, and man from Great Britain had never won a distance event, and he got brutally outkicked in the 10K a few days before, and that was like his event to win, and I thought it was so cool, like the pressure that was on him. Lost the 10K to come back and win the 5K. I thought was because like for me when I was like, oh, okay, like before a race when you're feeling like there's a lot of pressure on you, I would watch these moments of races where I'm like, these guys had way more pressure on them and delivered, and I was like, I can do this. They did it. So I was like that. I love that race. Of course, Garouge 2004. I mean, talk about pressure on you for a race. Garouge won basically every single race of his career except for the Olympic final 1500. He had like the king of Morocco calling him, saying like, please, I'm begging you, win this race. And he's like, I'm trying, man. I tripped in Atlanta. I got outkicked in Sydney in 2000?
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, 2004, he finally got it. I thought that was a great race to watch too. But yeah, I was like, those are the races I was watching. I wasn't necessarily watching like animal videos, or I would I would like read about like disasters in human history, and I would be like, oh, I think I've got it bad. These people had it way worse. Yeah. It's good to put some perspective and be like, okay, because your body's telling you like, oh, it's life or death. Like this is about like I'm so like this is bad, and you go, no, it's just a race. These people actually died. You'll be okay, and then sure enough, you're okay.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had different. Those are my pre-race.
There's some stuff to unpack here.
Yeah. Okay, unpack it.
Did you ever enjoy racing?
Yes. Yeah.
When you were in those moments where you thought, like, I need to bring myself down to earth and read about a natural disaster, like, were you enjoying that?
Was I enjoying the nerves before race?
Like, did stepping up to the line racing, did that the positive after effects negate the the tough, I think I'm gonna die pre feelings.
Yeah.
Like more good than bad.
For sure, yeah.
Okay. Did you ever have races where you weren't super nervous?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't, when the races that you weren't nervous, I felt like, you'd almost, when you wouldn't feel nervous, you'd be like, oh, something's wrong with this one.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the nerves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the nerves are like prepping you for a big performance.
Yeah.
So I would always like the buildup of the nerves, and then like the feeling of, because we were talking about on the way to the track, you were like, do you miss, like I asked like, oh, do you miss doing this? And you're like, no, thank God, no. And then when we interviewed Josh after the 15, I was like, I miss like that feeling, like the feeling of just like accomplishing an like he's had some big races, and it's not like necessarily like this is his a milestone race for him or anything, but it's just that feeling of accomplishing something that that means a lot to you,
right?
And you're like fired up, a huge like euphoric feeling on top of the, like, you're like, okay, I missed that.
Euphoria is a good word for it, because you can't. I've been a normal person now for 9 months, and you can't really match that. Like even the euphoria of like hitting a great time trial, like there in normal life, you just don't get the high of highs. And also normal life, you don't have to go through the training, the discipline, the pain. You're not inflicting physical pain. You know, people say like, oh yeah, your job, I remember that job, it was really hard. I'm like, yeah, well, it doesn't bring me physical pain. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Like there just isn't an analog for normal life. So it's like, no, I really don't want to go grind out 24x400 or like a 18-mile long run where I'm killing myself. Like I'm not interested in that, but you can't get the euphoria without that.
Yeah, like the sense, like the feeling of winning a race, you're not going to get that unless,
Yeah. Like I've never done recreational drugs, but like...
You've never done recreational drugs. You've done no drugs.
No, I'm scared. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
it's good.
yeah, but I would imagine like maybe there's something there. Like
there's not.
Okay.
There's not. I think recreational drugs is going to give you the sense of
you just won the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, like you see like Josh. We sit down with Josh Kerr and you see what he's feeling. You're like, that's probably what weed feels like. You're like, no, it's not. It's really not. No, but good. Yeah, maybe stick if you haven't done drugs up until this point.
I think that
unless the big Mazunga is like, do you want to party? And you're like, well, I haven't ever really done this before, Craig, but sure.
What is wrong with you?
Should we talk about today?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I could do this all day, but if you want to like discuss some races, I'm down.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
If you could bet on how do you think the men's 5K, women's 800, like what do you like?
If I could bet, I would say
pick your top three.
My top three are gonna be. Oh gosh, I don't know. I want to say Quemoy is in the top three, but I feel like he hasn't really been looking that sharp. I'm gonna go top three being.
I'm gonna go Grant, George Mills. I think George Mills is in really good form. I think also I don't think it is gonna be the same as slow for the last. I don't think it's gonna be necessarily just the last lap. I think possibly last K. And I think that suits George Mills really well. Cochran's really fast and he is strong. Like he was talking yesterday, like, I haven't run a lot of good 3Ks, and I think he ran like 7:30. Was it 7:30? Like it was like 7:32 or something at New Balance Grand Prix this year, which is a very legit time.
That is. It is slightly different going against the 5K guys because they do have more aerobic development. So whatever, recovery is just amplified for them.
Yeah,
like they
of course.
have the mitochondrial power to just like the race the other day doesn't matter for them.
Yeah,
I'm
Clem always looks slightly off. Third, I think, is kind of up. I think Cooper could slide in there for another third. Sam Atkin is very good. It's just, do I think he's gonna like get top 3 in this? I could see it. I just don't necessarily. I think
if he can cool his jets with his moves a little bit and just make them a bit more calculated, like he has the skills.
I think he's got the strength to do really well. Is he got like necessarily like the last lap wheels of Grant, Cooper, Mills, Cochran? Like I don't think he's necessarily got the foot speed, but very strong.
He and Cooper have almost identical PRs.
Yeah, but I would say Cooper's is like faster over like a slow last lap. If a slow race last lap, I'm gonna pick Cooper.
Okay.
Winning time.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one. Like
I was gonna say 14:12.
I was gonna say like around 14 flat. Like I bet it maybe. Like, could it be like a 13:50 race? Yeah. I just think most likely it will be slow, and then
I think it'll be
they'll wind it up the last mile.
Faster than Kingston. Kingston was
I think
14:39.
I think it'll be faster than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We hope. I mean, I think it'll be faster than that, but how much? I don't know. But I do think it will be an exciting. Who cares? I mean, like.
Who cares?
However slow it is. I mean, honestly, the slower the better for me because it's just like gonna lead to a very exciting last couple laps.
We have women's 3K. We haven't talked about this much, but Agnes finally gets her win after leading every step of every.
Is she gonna do it again?
She's gonna do it again.
You think she's gonna win again?
I'm not sure if she's gonna win again. We learned that was her first track race that she's ever won.
Oh yeah, I remember talking like.
What?
Yeah, that is such a crazy stat. The first
10K world road record holder. World record holder on the road.
Just on the roads until recently, because the first track race I don't know. That can't be right. I don't know. That's just an insane stat.
It's an insane stat.
To run 14:20. 14:24, whatever they ran in that way from the front, close hard, last 100, and to never win a race is nuts. So do I think she can win her second track race ever today? It's possible. I think I'm going to say she is going to do it.
Okay.
I think she'll run hard from the front. Hopefully she's recovered from the, yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah, her finish line.
We should really try to get her today. Apparently, she is.
We tried to get her last time.
We tried to get her last time.
She's sprinted through the.
To go recover, but we should really try to get her today. She's got a great personality, and I would love to get to walk through her last lap of her first track race win ever.
We'll ask her. Hopefully, we can ask her today if that was her first track race win.
Yeah. Let's talk about the women's 8.
Yeah, this is.
We touched on it. We touched on it earlier, but let's give a prediction.
I really I need a warm up before these. It's like there should be like a youth race before to kind of get you like, okay, we're racing now, instead of all of a sudden it's like, okay, boom, here's like one of the best races
you'll ever see
right off the bat. Like I'm not.
The thing is that there are no warm up races. We do need like a kids race or some t-shirt.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, you're not gonna put like another one of these. It's like put a youth race in there. I'm like put it like how in Penn relays it like the old people. Put a 70-plus-year-old race. They're moving.
Yeah.
They're doing good. Yeah. 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 Who do you think is going to be like, what's the game plan? I don't see someone like Nikki in the front the whole time.
No, I bet a true 800-meter runner like Shafika Maloney takes it out fast. And based on when we were looking at the totals earlier, Nikki just needs to beat the other 1,500-meter runners to win the slam. Because we're working the math. The win is huge. The win is huge. But if Duribe, Welteji, and Hailu, well, if Hailu finishes far down the list, which you might because she's not an 800 specialist, then if Nikki finishes, there's a way because Hailu isn't an 800-meter specialist. Nikki is a very strong 800 runner. And if they come third behind two really strong 800 runners and Hailu finishes down in 7th or 8th, they've got a great chance of winning the slam.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Nikki won the 800 in Kingston when 158. So it's not – there's a good shot that they win today. I'm sure Nikki's – lining up for the win.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do it. I think Nikki is going to pull off the slam.
And if they run their own race and don't get caught up in the really fast first lap, then...
Do you think it's going to be a very fast first lap?
I do. What would be interesting is if Mary Moraa...
Is she a factor?
If she's a factor.
Yeah.
Like, did she shut it down? Like, was the 424 her realizing, actually, I don't have this day, and let me shut it down for the next race? Or was that everything? Because it could have been a calculated move. So it will be interesting to see what Mary looks like today.
Yeah. Mary's a 157 athlete, right? 156?
Maybe 155, 154. Really?
What?
Let's look it up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's if 154...
I don't know why I don't know this off the top of my head.
Is incredible. So hopefully she can round into form and start.
156.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of wins for having a quote unquote slow PB.
But yeah, that will be. Emily Mackay, I think, could do really well in a fast race. She's a great 800-meter runner. Jess was in the 15. Jess was, I think, 3rd or 4th in the 15 yesterday. Kingston. Was she that high up? Yeah.
Jess is just having a year, like knocking it out of the park for as frequently as Jess is racing.
Yeah, and she's got I think she's been based over in Australia. Like, that's some pretty brutal travel to come back and forth. Like, I know we talked to her a little bit yesterday. She said she's staying over here in the States for a bit. But yeah, she's got the hardest travel out of anybody. That takes a toll out of you. And the 800 isn't necessarily like she is more of a strength. You know, if it was the 15.5. She is probably going to win a lot more of these races. But yeah, this is good prep for her for world champs and someone like Faith Kipyegon, who's got the best foot speed in the world. Jess's 800 because she's got the strength. She needs to bring up that top end speed, and this is going to be fantastic prep for that. The short hurdles is going to be great.
Oh yeah, we got
Sasha
Trey
and
versus
Trey.
Sasha. A lot of smack talk between those two. Absolutely love it. Two great, super confident personalities. Trey thinks he's got it in the bag because he says, I sprint way more than everyone else. Like, what? Why are you talking about anyone besides me?
This is really fun because this event has kind of turned into one of like the most personality of like the entire meet, the rivalry. But big personalities. It's a lot of fun to watch. The press conference with them for this meet was really good. So that's going to be a really fun one.
And people were speculating that, this is going to be so stupid. We don't want to watch a slow 100. But it's turned into one of the most compelling event groups ever.
Yeah,
the hurdlers
it's just a lot of fun.
Having so much fun with it, and they're training for it. They're fired up for it. A lot of banter. Love it.
Gabby, in the long sprints 200 no, you're right. Gabby, she's done.
Yep.
Here we go. Yeah. Saw Nasser. Paulinho.
It's a lot of strong athletes. This is a really good field. I don't have any predictions.
I mean, Paulinho won the 400,
which is good.
Which is huge over Nasser. Like with how Nasser's looked recently.
Keep the rivalry alive.
Yeah, it's good to see some back and forth.
She was pissed in Kingston. Didn't want to lose.
What? Yeah.
Paulinho said if the weather was a little different, she was going to go after the world record.
Paulinho says that if the weather was a little different, she was going to go after the world record.
Wow,
that's sick in the 4. That
so is
sick.
nuts.
Just like so fired up, like, oh, you beat me. Yeah, like game on.
All right, we can wrap up.
Yeah.
All right.
We got a huge day.
I think you should take one more big sip of the lemon juice.
Well, okay. Why don't you chug it? Should we just put down the lemon juice?
Let's just do a big
Cheers.
chug. Cheers.
Cheers to a great grand slam.
To a great grand slam.
Yum.
Wow, you did really well.
All right, guys.
Good morning.
See ya.